Hey everybody, it's Pete from FigLife.com, and I just wanted to do a little video here to give an update on what I'm doing for my figs today. So it's spring here in Virginia, and growth is starting to pick up. And I was reading earlier today on our figs that there are some growers around this area that are having some trouble with Ambrosia beetles. And I personally have not had any problems with Ambrosia beetles, which is good, because they're really a devastating pest. You know, they're a borer. They bore into the wood, and then there's this secretion that they have that ends up where the tree is not usable anymore. It basically severely damages your tree, and you got to cut them back in order to eliminate the beetles. So the best thing to do for those beetles is prevent the beetles from coming. And I saw on our figs there was some discussion about this last year, and there was a recommendation to use a product that contained an insecticide, and it's basically an it deters a lot of different pests. It's marketed primarily as a product to deter termites, but it also is marketed as something that deters Ambrosia beetles as well. And I'll just show it to you here. Here it is. It's called Demon Max. This is the one I got. Active ingredient, can you read that? Cypermethrin. That's a long word there, but you can read it. Anyway, this was what was recommended, and so I've got my amount there, about 1 ounce, and I'm gonna go ahead and mix that up, and then I'll show you how I spray it on the. I don't actually spray it on the figs. I spray it on the pots, because the idea here is this is some kind of I don't know if it smells bad or what the deal is, but the idea is it just keeps the beetles away. So I'll show you how I do that. All right, so I mixed up my Demon Max here, and this is actually a tip that Steve gave from FigandOliveTreeGrowers.com. He contacted one of the agricultural extensions at one of the universities, and they recommended using this product and spraying. And apparently you don't actually have to spray on the tree, which is good, because I don't like spraying my trees with a bunch of toxic stuff. I don't think anybody really does, but you can actually just spray it on the pots, and supposedly that's enough to keep the beetles away. This product is designed to be sprayed around foundations, and it's supposed to be able to deter termites. So similar sort of concept, you know, except instead of spraying around foundations, we're spraying around the pots, and instead of deterring termites, we're deterring the Ambrosia beetles. In any case, I just spray around the sides, and there we go. Spray that one. Gotta move my bottle. Pretty simple. And supposedly this is supposed to keep the Ambrosia beetles away. I haven't had any, so I don't know if it's working or if I'm just lucky, but this is what I do, and hopefully it'll do the trick. All right, so that was pretty easy. I just sprayed the pots. It didn't take very long. You know, I got about probably 100, or I don't even know how many trees here, 100, 150. And I went through them all, just sort of walked by them, sprayed them, and did that. I was looking at the post that Steve made, and he had said that this will last for about a month. So you spray the sides of the pots, and that'll be good for about a month. So if you do that a couple times throughout the season, well, maybe a few times throughout the season, you should be pretty well defended against the Ambrosia beetle. because the growing season here is not terribly long. The other thing that you want to do that I wanted to mention is you want to make sure you're pruning off any dead wood. Apparently the dead wood is what, there's some sort of smell that the dead wood gives off. I can't remember what it was, like ethanol or methanol or something. Anyway, that smell is the smell that attracts these ambrosia beetles. And so the other thing you can do to prevent these things is you can just keep your trees pruned up so that all the dead wood is not on the trees, and then that way the beetles won't be attracted. So I just got some dead wood here on this tree, and there, just pruned it off. So just like that, you know, pretty easy. Like, everybody knows how to prune off dead wood, right? There we go. All right. I keep my trees pretty pruned up, usually. Pruned up pretty good, so I tried finding some dead wood that I could show. Pruning off, and that was all I came up with. All right, so that's all I got. So please check out my website, www.figlife.com. Hopefully this was a useful video on ambrosia beetles. For those of you who don't know anything about ambrosia beetles or have never heard of them, it's worth taking a few minutes just to find out, you know, look it up, find out what they are, because they are a devastating pest, as I mentioned, and you need to know what to look for. It'll be a little, like a stringy thing that's coming out of the side of your piece of wood is typically the sign that you'll see, and if you see that, it's already too late. So just practice good defensive measures, good prevention, and you'll hopefully find yourself ambrosia beetle free. So hopefully you like this video. Again, check out my website, and if you have any questions, my email is pete@figlife.com. Take care.